I am Auntie Elara. I have lived long enough to know that some sentences change your life forever. But I never thought those words would come from a doctor. He did not shout. He did not panic. He did not even look scared. He simply slid a small, folded note into my shaking hand, leaned closer and whispered, "Run away. Do not go home, not tonight." For a moment, I thought he was joking. Doctors do not tell people to run away. They tell you to rest. They tell you to take medicine. They tell you everything will be fine, even when it is not. But his eyes were not joking. They were warning me. The visit I almost canceled. That morning, I almost did not go to the hospital. I had been feeling tired for weeks. Not sick exactly, just heavy, as if my body was carrying something it did not understand. My daughter, Myra, kept telling me to see a doctor. "You're not young anymore, Mama," she said, trying to smile. "Please go, for me." So I went. The hospital smelled like antiseptic and old prayers. People sat quietly, holding reports like they were holding their fate. When my turn came, the doctor was polite, middle-aged, calm, kind voice. He checked my reports again and again, too many times. Then he asked strange questions. "Do you live alone? Who usually comes with you? Is your husband alive?" I told him the truth. "I am a widow. I live with my daughter and her husband." He nodded slowly, too slowly. Then he left the room with my file. I waited. 5 minutes. 10. 15. When he returned, his face had changed. That is when he gave me the note. The note that burned my palm. The note was small, just a few words written quickly. I did not read it at first. I asked him, "Doctor, what is this?" He looked at the door, then back at me. "You are not safe," he said quietly. "Do not go home tonight. Go somewhere public, somewhere crowded, and do not tell anyone you saw me." My heart began to beat like it wanted to escape my chest. "Why?" I whispered. "Am I dying?" He shook his head. "No, but someone wants you to." That sentence broke something inside me. Before I could ask more, he straightened up, his professional mask returning. "Your reports are fine," he said loudly, as if someone might be listening. "You may go." I walked out of the hospital like a ghost. Outside, the sun was bright. People laughed. Cars moved. Life continued. And yet, I felt like I was walking through a different world. I opened the note. It said only this: "Your daughter is not who you think she is." My hands started shaking. I raised Myra. I fed her with my own hands. I stayed awake through her fevers. I cried silently when her father died, so she would not feel alone. What did this doctor mean? I did not go home. Instead, I went to the bus station. Crowded, noisy, safe. I sat on a bench and watched strangers pass by, while my mind replayed every memory of my daughter. Had I missed something? My phone rang. "Mama, where are you?" Myra asked. Her voice sounded normal, sweet, concerned. "I'm visiting an old friend," I lied. There was a pause. "You didn't tell me." "I forgot," I said. Another pause. Then she laughed softly. "Come home early, Mama. We're waiting." The way she said waiting sent a chill down my spine. I stayed at a small hotel near the station. The room was simple. One bed, one window. At midnight, I heard my phone buzz again. A message from an unknown number. "You should have come home." I dropped the phone. My breath caught in my throat. Another message came. "You cannot hide from family." I locked the door. That night, I discovered something I never expected. Unable to sleep, I opened my bag. Inside was an old photo album I carried everywhere. Memories of my life. As I flipped through, something caught my eye. A picture of Myra when she was 6. Something was wrong. Her birthmark, the small crescent-shaped mark behind her ear. It was missing. I flipped to another picture. Still missing. My heart pounded. I remembered that mark clearly. I used to kiss it when she was little. I went back to the earliest photos. The mark appeared, then disappeared, then appeared again. That is when the truth hit me like cold water. These were not all the same child. Years ago, when Myra was 4, she went missing for 3 hours at a crowded fair. 3 hours that ruined my sleep forever. When she was found, everyone said I was lucky. But I remember that night. She was quiet. Too quiet. She stopped calling me Mama for weeks. I told myself trauma changes children. But what if she was not the same child who came back? At dawn, I returned to the hospital. I found the doctor. He sighed when he saw me. "You figured it out," he said. He told me everything. Years ago, 2 children were swapped during an illegal adoption ring investigation. One child was never returned to her real mother. That child grew up. That child found out the truth. And that child wanted the woman who raised the other child. Me. why I was supposed to die. She believes you stole her life, the doctor said. She believes killing you will make things right. My legs felt weak. What about the real Myra? I asked. He looked down. She died years ago. I cried quietly. For the child I lost. For the child I raised. For the life I thought I had. That evening, I did something brave. I went home. Myra was waiting. She smiled. You shouldn't have run, Mama. I looked into her eyes and spoke calmly. I know. Her smile faded. Everything came out then. Her anger, her pain, her twisted love. She was taken away that night. I am alive today because one man chose courage over silence. Life will betray you sometimes. The people you trust may not be who you think they are. But truth, no matter how painful, will always try to save you. If something feels wrong, listen. If someone warns you, believe them. And if you have lost something in life, a child, a dream, a version of yourself, please remember this. You survived. And survival itself is a quiet victory. If my story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. This is Auntie Elara, reminding you that even in the darkest nights, truth still finds a way to knock on your door.